welcome back to Hip Hop Weekly on location. I'm your host, Mesha Diva. I'm here with very funny woman. Man, who doesn't know Luenell? You've been TV.
People in Houston don't, apparently.
No, they know you. You've done TV. You've done comedy specials. I mean, you've done everything. How have you remained so consistent in your career?
And, I really don't know because being the type of comedian I am, very adult and stuff like that. And I guess maybe because my fans are loyal and been with me since the Comic View days, maybe. And because I have a 19-year-old daughter and she keeps me relevant on, the trap music and the things of today. So I guess that would have to be it. And just because I've never gone away. I've been here and I just keep coming back like a zit on your face.
Now your style is so raw. How have fans perceived it, especially the younger ones coming up? Because that comedy you have is like in your face, tell it like it is.
Oh, I don't know and I don't care about them because they got so many other things occupied. I'm really more concerned about my loyal old school OG people. We need somebody to speak for us. The rappers and the new singers of today are speaking for the young folks. I really don't. I'm glad to have young and new fans, but my comedy is not really tailored for them. It's tailored for, the parents of them, usually. And, if they find it funny, that's even greater. Maybe it can help them understand their parents more. But the things I talk about, they haven't experienced yet. So it's difficult to maybe sometimes have them relate. I don't think it is, but sometimes it can be. Like I have one pet peeve is I don't like to do colleges because I get very self-conscious about that, because they're students and, I know, but they haven't done the stuff I done. They ain't done that yet, hopefully. And, and I'm very, aware of the teachers and professors, and it might be family week and stuff like that. So, I just, prefer not to do it, but I do it anyway, but I prefer not to. I just like to have a nice, mature crowd and have something that's for us, just like good old school music and stuff like that. The kids will get the samples, but we had the original.
Now, tell me, what specials are you getting ready to get into or we should expect to be looking out for on TV?
Well, speaking of kids, if you have young children, anybody out there, I was lucky enough to do Adam Sandler's first animated feature, Hotel Transylvania. And Hotel Transylvania 2 comes out September 25th. And I'm the voice of the shrunken head in that movie, so you can look for that. I also have an episode of Black Jesus on Adult Swim that's going to be coming out. I was just on an episode of Real Husbands of Hollywood. You can see that online. And I'm in negotiations to start trying to write a book. And just a lot of, touring and stuff like that, working with my friends on the road and, trying to get somebody to say yes to a series because I keep doing everybody else's series appearances on, Frankie and Neffy and Real Housewives of Atlanta and L.A. Hair and all this. I think I'm getting ready to do Showers of Sunset, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Asa is my friend, and I think I'm going to make some kind of little appearance on that. So, I just keep going wherever they ask me to go.
I love Asa. Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Asa rocks, right?
Yeah, she does. Now, you're doing the comedy specials. You've been out there. How different is doing like the kids show, the Hotel Transylvania, doing the voiceovers? How much different is that from being on the road?
I love voiceover. For the number one reason, you don't have to get dressed up to go to work. So you can just roll out to bed and look like anything and come and do voiceover because it's not about, your appearance. And also, I'm very happy to have something that I do that is, kid friendly, like little kid friendly, but even though there's adult humor in the film, it goes over their head, but the adults get it, so that there's something for the adults and for the children. And I'm lucky to work with Adam. This is my third film I've done with him. And it's a very well-written series, movie rather, and it took 8 years to animate it, so I learned a lot about animation doing it. And it's you don't have to memorize the lines. All you have to do is get familiar with them, and the director will tell you how they want you to, perform it or act it out with your voice. And it's nice to see the thing come to life on the screen. What you recorded in the lab and saw, and then to see them put your voice to something. It's a real Finding Nemo type moment.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people have been going on this little thing, Amber Rose, Black China doing the slut shaming and, women being comfortable with their sexuality. But you've always been like the forefront for women and sexuality. What do you think about that whole movement with the slut shaming? And, a lot of times that Black women get criticized for being like overly sexual or for our curvature.
Well, I think that Black women have been, sexy and sexualized since the beginning of time, since Nefertiti, And, wars have been started over women and their sexuality and stuff like that, I think that it's a shame to get people's attention, be affiliated with anything with the word slut in it. I think, being somebody's mom, you don't really want to do anything slut-ish, So I think that that's kind of like they could have used a better title, I think. And then you wonder why you get backlash. But see, the shame is that, okay, Amber's got a great body, like China, great body if that's what you feel a great body is. But, after that, then what? After you look great in a thong or a piece of string, then what? Who are you at the end of the day? And, these things that we do today in the society we live in today, they're not going away. You know what I mean? They don't have to go to microfiche and look it up. It's right there for your children to see way later in life. And, if you don't think about yourself, you should think about your kids and what kind of legacy you want to leave. If you want to leave a slut-shaming legacy to your children, then more power to you. I don't choose to do that. I may talk a little ratchet, but I don't talk on stage any different than I do at home. And, I just come from a long line of bad-mouthed people, and my daughter's beginning to have a little bad mouth on her. As long as she doesn't direct it at me, we're all good, because it's still going to be respect there, I think that, we've really lost our way as a people. Black women used to be the most exalted, desired, queens walking. And we've come to a point in society where we're treated more like, the gum on the bottom of a brother's shoe. They want everything but us, or anything that looks like us but ain't us. And then we have to blame us for that, too, because we should hold ourselves in higher standards than to just settle for having a baby with a guy who can't stand you and you can't stand, just so you can get some bling and live in a house that he will eventually burn down around you because he can't stand you. So, that's what all you want to do in your life. Then, I think that not only did, the system failed, but somewhere along, your folks failed too, because, it does start at home. I know we lost a whole generation, that crack epidemic, so that's where we started, where it all really started to go wrong. So, we just have to find our way back. I think that eventually that we will. People like yourself who's out here doing a good job and, looking good and not, you can't see through your clothes. You got a nice rack, though, but, can't see through your clothes. And, your thong is not evident, and you're not doing a show called Slut Shaming, on the road and stuff like that. You're trying to be, a journalist, I think. And so I think that we're going to be able to find our way back. It's just going to take a little time,